Let's bring in more now for our top story with the aid organization Gift of the Givers confirming it's made contact with Al-Qaeda in Mali, and that new video has been released. That's a terror group in Mali is holding two hostages, South African Stephen McGowan and the Swede Johan Gustafsson. For the latest, we're joined on the line by Gift of the Givers Director eNCA Suleiman. Imtiaz, good morning. Last week, yes, you did advise us and tell us that there could be a video that will be on its way as you've made contact with Al-Qaeda. Your organization has made contact with Al-Qaeda regarding Steve McGowan and Gustafsson, the Swedish national. What does this actually mean now?
It means a lot of things, Dan. Remember, it took us from June 23 when we announced that we're going to help the two families. We had to establish our credentials, in inverted commas, with Al-Qaeda. And along the line, as I mentioned last week, is we found different people, and they told us, your biggest challenge is going to be to find somebody who can take your case to Al-Qaeda. Now, this tells us many things. It means those people successfully took our case to Al-Qaeda. It means Al-Qaeda has accepted to negotiate with us on behalf of both families. It shows us proof of life, and I can verify that the date mentioned in the video, which says 28 October, that's very credible, because timing the negotiations and the intermediaries we were talking to, I predicted that video was done anyway between the middle of October and the third week of November, so it's very credible. It also shows that both hostages are in good health, and more importantly, it tells both hostages that they know that somebody is negotiating for them on their behalf. That makes a huge difference to the mental and emotional well-being of the hostage. Now we wait for the next phase as to what they want.
Are you hopeful that there could be a Christmas gift for the McGowan family and the Gustafsson family?
Well, that's what we're timing for. We're hoping that we can have them home before Christmas. There's still a lot of work to do, but we have some thoughts and some processes what to follow.
You said you haven't heard yet what they want. Are you expecting some demand in terms of money?
Well, that's normally the case. You know, Al-Qaeda always talks about money. But I mean, we were successful in Yolande's case to take her out without money. And in terms of Pierre, we had negotiated his release without actually paying them a ransom, but paying the intermediaries. They wanted a facilitation fee to cover the members who went on the road, and many of them died in the process, to pay them. But of course, the deal was we only pay after Pierre was released. And this Sunday, it's 1 year that Pierre passed on. That didn't work out. We're hoping we may have a similar mechanism, because we stress to the intermediaries over and over again. Although one is a European and the other, of course, is South African, both are families. They don't come from corporate companies or don't have governments behind them, so they don't have money. So I'm hoping maybe we can get away with something similar, or we'll see what kind of compromise we can reach.
Imtiaz, can you just clarify for me, at the beginning of the video, the latest video, he's thanking the South African government for negotiating on his behalf. Is that correct? Is the South African government involved in this?
No, the government and all of hostages, in any video, most videos you would see, they would always thank their government, because they don't know what's going on. In any video from any country, you would see that. South Africa has made its point very clear. Governments don't speak to hostages. Don't speak to terrorists. They don't negotiate for ransom. But behind the scenes, of course, the government knows what we are doing. And when we need diplomatic support, when we need them to get involved with the Mali government to arrange the passports, they will act then. The State Security Agency knows, international relations knows, everybody knows. We inform them. So at some point, when we need them, then at that point they will step in. But directly, no, government does not get involved with negotiations.
Okay, thanks, Imtiaz. Well, we'll wait for the next development as you yourselves are waiting to hear from the captors of Stephen McGowan and the Swedish national Gustafsson. That's Gift of the Givers Director, Imtiaz Suleiman.